Does that mean I know who printed it, who counterfeited it? Does that mean I know the whole story? No, I just know it's fake. They don't make $3 bills. They make $2 bills. They make $1 bills. They make $100 bills. They make $1,000 bills. They make $50 bills. They make $10 bills. They make $20 bills. They make $100,000 bills. What is the biggest bill they make? Is it $10 million? I don't know. Interesting factoid. But long story short here today, 9/11 has been proven to be a fraud. Bare minimum of stand down. Saudi Arabia running the attacks. 9/11 Commission report sealed but leaked. Pretty big deal. Do we get apologies in the 9/11 truth community who have been demonized, persecuted, and attacked? No. And now we told you within days of Benghazi that it was Saudi Arabia in a hit to take out the ambassador who was not going along with transferring 3 warehouses of high-power kinetic weapons, surface-to-air missiles, anti-tank missiles, you name it, by the tens of thousands to Al-Qaeda. And he had to be killed so that whatever Al-Qaeda is going to do now, changing their name to ISIS, can shoot down airliners, blow stuff up, hold the West hostage, then the government can take our liberties and freedoms in the name of protecting us, and there's plausible deniability because they were fenced out to a bunch of crazy jihadis. And that is a big, fat, juicy, false flag in the making. So I don't know exactly what they're planning. I haven't put all the pieces together about what's going on, but let me tell you something. It's not good. It's nasty. It's bad. It's serious. And it has world-shaking provocations in the mix. And if you expand on all of that, you can see how terrorism and a destabilizing global list of proxy war conflicts are going to be used to bring in this planetary regime. But don't criticize radical Islam in the totalitarian, authoritarian, control freak ivory towers of higher education, where most degrees give you nothing but a giant student loan system that you'll never be able to pay off. Here's the headline from Campus Forum. You can't make fun of terrorists at the University of Minnesota. The Minnesota Republic published a back cover mocking terrorists in 2011. But that doesn't matter. The University of Minnesota's funding committee said that the cover demonstrated an overt lack of sensitivity. See, free speech is null when it's not sensitive to the portrayal of members of the Arab world. So you could show, a crazy Yosemite Sam, and they'd say that hurts cowboys' feelings. Such material could, according to the committee, compromise the cultural harmony. So your free speech ends when it hurts harmony. That is cult-like control. Compromise the cultural harmony of the campus. No student or student group at a public university should have to fight for their First Amendment rights. But as I'm preparing for graduation in a few short months, that's exactly what I find myself doing, fighting for the rights of my student publication. I want to get this newspaper writer, the student newspaper writer on. At the Minnesota Republic, we pride ourselves in standing up freedom of speech on campus because we might not exist without it. In the future, close attention may be paid to the content published by students of the conservative voice to ensure that any material that is protected with student fee funds does not compromise, this is a letter, the cultural harmony of the campus. Our publication, derived from the University of Minnesota Students for Conservative Voice, allows students on campus to share their viewpoints no matter what, even if they are considered offensive. The image was one of the students sending out a photo saying the Minnesota Republic terrorists hate it with a toy AK-47. So don't dress up at Halloween as a geisha girl or an Islamic terrorist or anything, because it must be politically incorrect and hurt somebody's feelings. And so now the committee has come out and said that they are not to do that, or they will get basically sanctioned. But they're now questioning the student newspapers' headlines as well. So there you go. That's the type of stuff that's going on. Meanwhile, Congress sends Homeland Security bill to Obama without conditions. That's right. Obama can do whatever he wants with all the money and can basically direct Homeland Security as a dictator, just like on every other front he is. That way they can have plausible deniability and say that they as Republicans didn't go along with Homeland Security running Obamacare, Homeland Security giving free tuition to the illegals, Homeland Security paying to ship people here, Homeland Security engaging on all this. They can just say, here, you do whatever you want. And by the way, Bernanke's in the news when we come back. Bernanke wants the U.S. president to declare economic emergencies and future crisis and basically take over from Congress. Paul Joseph Watson wrote about this in 2013 when Obama signed an executive order saying that for any emergency, including economic, he could suspend Congress. Here's the article. Ex-Treasury official, Obama could use debt crisis to seize total power. President could declare national emergency, pass executive order, because it's already in place as an executive order that he can put out another order and suspend Congress. We'll go over that coming up. And the point is, Congress won't get suspended by the dictator if they go ahead and just become vestigial, ceremonial. The daytime radio/TV show is free to the public, free to air. Infowars.com/show to find the high-quality video streams, the free audio streams, the free podcasts, the free Droid apps, the TuneIn apps, all of it. And remember, it's key to get that information and spread it to friends and family and neighbors and attach it to your email and just promote freedom and different outlets that tell the truth everywhere you are, because we are in an info war. Now, I've been telling people that for 20 years. Hillary Clinton started saying it 2-3 years ago and saying that she's losing the info war. And yes, Guccifer, keep saying Guccifer, they corrected me, Guccifer broke in, got the intel, has now leaked it. Doesn't matter, he's sitting behind bars now. He may now single-handedly bring down Hillary Clinton with the Benghazi intel. That's just an example of how you think you're going to take us down, you're going to get taken down in the process. So just understand that. Coming up, I'm going to get into the ex-Treasury official. Obama could be using debt crisis to seize total power. Now that ties into the new article. Bernanke wants the U.S. president to declare economic emergencies in the future. So they're starting to float that now, even though it's already on the books. Nations all over the world confess to carrying out false flag terrorism. There's more than 60 examples in this article, and I'm going to try to cover this in the third hour. It'll probably take me 15, 20 minutes. Well, no, they give 54 examples. I wrote down 10 more at least. They don't even list them all here. So we're going to that article from Washington's blog that's up on Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.com. Also coming up, will Obama be blamed if reality TV star's murderer is a dreamer? That is an illegal alien. Senator Charles Grassley of Iowa is demanding answers as to whether the suspected murderer of 3 people is an illegal. Well, you know they are, because there's a cover-up going on of what their status is. Police overwhelmingly reject AR-15 cop killer ammo ban, saying it's a total fraud and a way to restrict the Second Amendment. Major police organizations and groups are tweeting saying, don't use the Constitution and our constitutional office to overthrow the Constitution. They understand what it is. If they can ban a bunch of 223 folks, they can ban anything. We're also going to get into Justice Department finds racial bias in Ferguson police practices. I don't know, in my experience, the police have been so militarized. If a bunch of people come out and get in their face and there's any looting going on in amongst the group, throwing things at them, it's going to get bad. And, of course, the police did do a lot of bad stuff there. Our reporters were there. That doesn't mean, though, that we should then go out and shoot police randomly in the head. Coming up, McDonald's new menu policy will only use chickens raised without antibiotics. That's a big victory. That's coming up as well. Briefly, at the end of this hour, this broadcast is listener-sponsored by people like you. I want to salute you and thank you. And to do that, we're offering what's left of the Super Female Vitality that's great for men as well. The Super Male Vitality Herbal Complex is sold out. It'll be weeks till we get more. Super Female is almost sold out. At current sales rates, it'll be gone in a couple days. 30% off until it's all sold out, because I want you to try it and see how amazing it is, and I know you'll be hooked and then become a regular buyer of it and help fund our operation. It's a win-win-win. InfoWarsLife.com. Lung Cleanse, the X2, 2 bottles of that, get a free bottle of Ancient Defense Herbal Booster. All of it, InfoWarsLife.com or 1-888-253-3139 and take advantage of these sales and shop with the good guys. We'll be back with the second hour. Stay with us.
Thank you for listening to GCN. Visit GCNlive.com today.
Another major health threat, this one in Toledo, Ohio, where everybody in the entire city has been told not to drink the water.
Ohio's governor declaring a state of emergency.
Did you know that the average person uses about 80 to 100 gallons of water at home every single day? If there's a water emergency, will you be prepared?
Panicked residents forming long lines throughout the day.
We're here at a supermarket in Toledo. You can see the shelves empty where water once was.
To stay safe and healthy during a crisis, you must have access to safe, clean water. Water which will not be available at your local grocery store.
There's a mad dash on right now to stock up on supplies.
The ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system is a must-have for every modern, independently minded household. Protect your family's safety during an emergency. Go to InfoWarsStore.com today to purchase your ProPure Pro 1 G2.0 water filtration system or call 1-888-253-3139.